Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrong, and I'm reaching out to the student body. So, students, I just had a class with my CNS 141 students, and I just want to piggyback on that. I also want to demonstrate some stuff for my CNS 105 students. So I'm going to be reaching out to both students in this particular lesson. First thing I'm going to start off with is that congratulations to all of you. The majority of you, if not all of you, have actually signed up and you are in your Cisco NetAcad. Congratulations. With that being said, you see these two platforms right here, CNS 105, CNS 141. When I'm referring to 105, I'm going to say 105. When I'm referring to 141, I'm going to say 141. I want to start with CNS 105. And if I click on that, these are my Network Essentials students. The first thing I want to say to those students is that it is super important, and I mean important, that you read through your syllabi. It can be confusing. I had a student today pretty much didn't know what to do. They thought they had to take exams immediately, and we found out, no, you don't have to take your exams immediately. Most of my exams is pushed to the second week, and this student didn't know that we could do it. Another one of my students pointed out that, hey, professor, we don't have to take the exams to next week. And that was a student in my 141 class. So that student is paying attention to the syllabi. And if you hear me say something about exams and quizzes and assessments, they all wrapped up into the same thing. So just know we're assessing your skill set. But most importantly, always pay attention to the syllabus. If you're not reading the syllabus, I told a student today, print the syllabus out, put it next to you. I know we used to going to the digital copy and this and that, but if you got something that's concrete sitting next to you, it is easy to flip through and see it instead of saying, oh, do I got to do this assignment today? Do I got to get this in? Let me go look. And then you got to go through all the computer stuff and searching around. Don't do that. Just print it out. I know, we killing trees, but we've been doing it for 1,000 years, thousands of thousands. And not that I want trees to be killed, but the point being, you need that syllabus and you need to go through it step by step. Now, I told the student, use the syllabus as a checklist. When you do something, check it off. That way, when you put that check back, that means you know you completed that task. The same thing with the syllabus quiz. When you do it, check it off. So all of you who didn't go check that off, go ahead, because you do not want to be in doubt. You just want to keep moving forward, keep moving forward. Now, the student I said, listen, you got to read your chapters. And the reason reading through the chapters are important because this particular chapter here for my 105 students will be about packet tracer. So if you don't read the chapter, you're not going to know how to install packet tracer, and you're not going to know how to use packet tracer. Now, my 141 students, they was in the class with me. They downloaded packet tracer, so they know exactly what to do. But for my online 105 students, you have to read the chapter. And the reason I'm not going to tell you how to do it, because that's going to let me know you know what you're doing in this particular class. When you work in the IT industry, when you apply for jobs, the first thing you're going to see is need to work independently. We do not coach you on everything you have to do. IT managers get infuriated. Did I say that right? Well, I'm sure y'all will correct me. They get highly upset when somebody keep coming to them asking questions because they paying you to know. So understand, these classes that's online is teaching you how to be independent. Well, you don't have to go check in with somebody all the time. You get your assignments and you begin to do the assignments based on the knowledge that you have. So read your syllabus. Okay, moving right along. So I want to point this out to 105 students. 105. Always remember that in your course, you have a folder down here with files in it that you can use. Now, the first thing I want to say, you will not do all of those files. I just like to give you all the files just in case you want to do files on your own. But you only have a few in here to do, but know that you got a bunch of files right on your D2L shell at the very bottom with all the files in. Now, how many of you knew that? How many of you knew that the professor put a folder down here with labs on? Shame on you if you didn't know that. You're not reading my material. Shame on you. But let's move on. I'm past it now. Okay, so here we go. So once you go into your class, I'm still talking about 105 students. Chapter 3 for my 105 students clearly outline how to do packet tracer. This whole entire chapter is about packet tracer for my 105 students. Okay, so here's a video. If you go right here to simulation, here's a video that will explain packet tracer to you in detail. You just gotta have the patience to sit down, read through the material, and watch the videos. We got a lot of stuff. Cisco has worked it extremely hard on this stuff. So it's a lot of stuff in here for you, but you have to go through the material. We can't walk you through it. You gotta go through it. Okay, so that's enough with 105. You're gonna download Packet Tracer. You're gonna start doing your labs. And once you download Packet Tracer, you're gonna come back to your portal, go to assignments. And when you get to assignments, you're gonna remember PKZ or PKA, and you're gonna upload that file in here so I can get it. And this is what I'm gonna look for first when I receive that packet tracer or that lab. Now, if it's a lab, you know it's gonna be a Word doc, but if it's a packet tracer, this is what I should see. Once you click here and begin to upload it for me. Now if you notice, in my 141 class, I walked them through this. But in my 105 class, you guys have to read an entire chapter on how to do this. Not this here, but how to download Packet Tracer and use Packet Tracer. That's how I'm gonna know if you're really keeping up with the assignments. Okay, so you click on here, and once you complete your assignment, see these assignments right here? You see one that say PKA and PKZ. I don't care which one you give me. I can get both of them, or you can just give me one. But this is how it will load, so I can be able to have those files. Do you see it right there? Now all I got to do is click add, and guess what? The professor has the files. Once you hit submit, remember to hit submit. But you can put your little comments in here, hit submit. Now that's your files. Now, when it comes to doing a lab, which is a Word doc, remember, when you do a packet tracer, that's a PKA, PKZ. When it's a Word doc or a lab, when it's a lab, it's just a simple Word doc. So, but to my 141 students, it's another application I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you in this video, I'm gonna show you in the next one, because you don't have to really use it till next week. And I'd rather demonstrate that in front of you. I was gonna put it in here, and I told you I was gonna put it in here, but I'm not, because I wanna make sure we work through it first. Okay, so with that being said, those are my 141 students, but to my 105 students, you see now. But the professor also stated that I have, let's go back to the syllabus, I have a lab to put in here. You see that lab right there? Now this is 105. See, right here, 105. But I need that lab. I gotta give all this information to my professor, so I need that 105. How do I do that? Well, you go to that folder I told you about, and I'm gonna pull up a lab. I'm gonna pull up a lab right quick. Here we go. Let me get a second to pull this lab up for you. Desktop. Let's go to the lab. Where is it? Where is it? Well, it's up here, so I'm gonna go right back up here and I'm gonna download it because I got the folder sitting right here. So let's download it and open it up. And then I'm gonna pull up that 105. 105. There we go. 105. And you can see it populating on the screen. So now that you have these labs, you enable them because you got Word doc. You read through the lab. And I'm gonna demonstrate some of these labs with you too. Okay, so you're gonna read through the lab. And as you read through the lab, you're going to answer the questions. So I can come in here and begin to put information in here. It's in a Word doc. Now, my 141 students, I taught them how to turn it to a Word doc. But for my 105 students, I just wanted to put in here. Read the objectives. Read the background scenario. Know why you're doing this. End devices, intermediate devices, network devices. That's in a chapter. So 105. Once you do that, you simply just save it. You know how to save documents. Come on. I know, I'm just playing. You know how to save documents. You save the document. Always put your name on there so you'll know that you changed the document. And then you save it to the desktop. I probably already got it on there. It's going to tell me that I did this 2 or 3 times a day. You close the document. I'm going to shrink that down. And then you upload it. Add a file. Same thing. Now you can see that I will have Word docs, which is labs, and I will have packet traces in there. And then I look for that 105. There it is. And that is. And I said I look for the 105, but I look for the 1.5.4. Now, there go all the files. All I have to do is click submit. My professor will get all assignments that I can create. That's all you have to do, people. Now, to my 141 students, I have another step I have to show you, but I don't want to mix it in here. I know. I told you I'm going to tell you about it in here, but I'm going to make a special session for that. But if you really want to be gun-ho, you can just go on my YouTube page. I done did it quite a few times on YouTube, but you can go on my YouTube page, or you can just wait until we meet Tuesday. I prefer you wait though. But I just want to send this short video out on how to upload documents to me. It's really simple, people. If you're making this hard, it's only because you chose to make it hard. I'm not going to save that. I don't need that. And always remember, if you need some more information, just simply meet with me. My lab hours are 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Just meet with me. Office hours, I said my lab hours, but office hours, meet with me. So I'm going to close out on this because I want to give you guys a chance to do your work. Now remember, all exams are open. If you have a problem with the exams, please reach out to me and say, hey, Professor, my exams are not open, and we'll go in here and figure out what's going on. But always remember, I got your back in these classes. Bye-bye.